Hello! Welcome back to yet another devlog about our multiplayer card game, Char Recruit, that originally looked like this. I hate it. And now it looks like this. I think that's a really great upgrade. The card game introduces players to the BMT experience through a jargon that every Singaporean boy will hear for 2 years of their life. In our game we have UI that we call card selection UI. For example, when you play a card Standby Bet, you can steal one card from any opponent. When a player drags and drops that card into the discard pile, they can select any opponent, view their hand, and steal one card. Well, everything works, but the problem is that it looks like shit. This UI is featured in multiple key moments of our game, such as drawing cards from discard deck, stealing cards from enemies' hand deck or XP decks. Lastly, we use this UI to discard excess cards from your hand deck. So we had to put a lot of thought into this and to make it multi-purpose and intuitive at the same time. Our initial design was pretty simple. We just slapped a scroll box in the middle of the screen and a card in the bottom left corner that activated this UI. Well, now is a time where programmers and designers gonna work together to make this alive.
미쳤냐?
Wow, this looks amazing. What we have here is a multifunctional UI that can be used in many scenarios. You want to steal XP card with Stun magazine? Don't worry, we got you covered. Well, you might say, how about a little bit difficult situations? How about Standby Universe, where you can see everyone's hand deck and then you can steal one card? And I would say, don't worry, we got you covered. You just have to scroll down and you can see everyone's hand deck. And to really put a cherry on top of the cake, we have scrolling backgrounds, we have headers, and we have a card that adapts on the different situations that you might encounter. Well, now we have this fantastic UI. Let's see what our beta testers might say about it. Sometimes when the model pops up, it blocks the game screen, and I'm not sure what the progress of the game is. I like to be able to look at my hand and then UI, so I can select the correct card when I steal XP sets or steal cards, because I don't remember what card I have in my hand when I play the action card.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
During our beta testing sessions, we observed that the players became really good really fast, and after just a couple of rounds, they really wanted to make more strategic choices. When the card selection UI pops up, it doesn't really show your hand deck, and hence, they forgot the choices they wanted to make. We thought hard how to address this issue. We had two choices. The first choice was to have a button that makes UI transparent or solid.
どうした動揺しているぞ
何か奇妙だだから無理ですって真実から出たものなのかそれとも上っ面だけの邪悪から出たものなのか
見えているのかと聞いているのだ
Apparently, WebGL doesn't really like transparent images, so this option doesn't work. Instead of making whole UI transparent, we decided to bring players' hands in front of the UI, enabling players to have a chance to refer to their own hand deck and make choices accordingly. We will do the same for XP sets as players need to refer them, so our designers and programmers went back to the drawing board. Check out the upgraded card selection UI. Now players can browse through their hand deck and they won't be disconnected from the game world. Being able to interact with your XP sets and your hand deck keeps the player fully engaged without throwing off their strategic momentum. With advanced players making quick choices, it could be challenging to keep track of the progress of the game. Cards can be stolen, transferred, or discarded, and it can be difficult to keep an eye on them, even with a discard pile history tab, which may not always display the relevant information. Switching between so many tabs at once in game may also cause players to lose out on crucial choices happening in the moment. As a solution, we introduce a notification bar for specific events. Card plays like Samula, Standby Bet, Standby Universe, Man Mode, Stun Muzzle, and using special abilities will now be shown to everyone in the top corner of the screen. Using the icon of the cards, serve a quick visual cue for players to easily recognize what card has been played. This way, players will always be informed about the critical moments in the game, keeping the excitement of the game alive. By the time this video has been released, we will have hosted 3 beta testing sessions with our focus group of gamers. With each beta testing session, we try to observe our new updates, and we do not point out these changes to eliminate any bias. By the way, if you want to join our beta testing community, you can find Discord link in the description below. Anyway, during the player's turn in the game, they have 3 actions to play. To visualize this, we use military chevrons. For each action, there is 1 chevron. After you use an action, respective chevron gets grayed out. Now, let's look how beta testers will interact with simple and easy to follow design. How many turns do I have? Yeah, unfortunately players had trouble with our design, so we decided to switch to a circle and number of actions left. Why we didn't do this in the first place? I spent a lot of time on that. Lastly, we decided to update the UI that showcases the value of the player's XP sets. Upon completing a full XP set, the number value would start to glow and trigger a sound effect. Having a visual glow allows players to track the playing field progress, as you can now easily differentiate which players are close to winning and thus pose a bigger threat. In fact, we even make music dramatic, depending on how many XP decks are complete. For example, this is how the music sounds when there is no complete XP decks. Well, that's it for today's devlog.
And don't forget to smash that subscribe button!
Oh, I completely forgot. We have Discord channel. I promise, no cyberbully.